In particular, the memory management needs to do the following tasks. The first one, I need to keep tracking which part of the memory are currently being used and by which process. So to guarantee that the memory space assigned to process, for example, process A, will not be overwritten by other processes. So as long as the process needed, the process can get it from the main memory. And also the instructions and the data for a process cannot be accessed by other processes. So the second task, to decide which process or part of the process to be moved into the memory and out of the memory. So in previous slide, the example I have mentioned, so when the program is too large, so which cannot be contained in the main memory in whole, so the memory management needs to decide which part of the process and the data need to be loaded into the main memory, and which part and the data need to be moved out. So beyond that, since there are so many processes running in the computer system, so the aggregated size of those processes actually is larger than the full size of the main memory. Therefore, the main memory cannot contain all of them. So the memory management needs to decide which process needed to be temporarily moved out of the main memory and which process can be kept in the main memory and to be executed. And later, and put those removed processes back to the main memory to finish their tasks. The third task, so while the process is running, it may dynamically need more memory space to run the process. So maybe at the very beginning, the process only need a small amount of memory space. But later, as the process needed, the computer system needed to be able to dynamically allocate more memory space to the process. So when the process does not need that much of memory space, and the operating system can dynamically reclaim or deallocate the memory space back and assign the memory to other processes. And in this course, since all the programming assignments are required to be finished with a C programming language, so later you will have opportunity to dynamically allocate the memory in your program. So as a summary, later we will have a dedicated chapter to talk about memory management in very detail. Another important component of a computer system is storage. So it can provide a uniform logical view of information storage. So storage can abstract the physical properties of information storage to logical storage unit. So no matter you use what kind of a medium to store the information, such as a solid state drive, a hard disk, tape, CD, or DVD, and also no matter where the physical location of the information is, the operating system will show them as a file to the users. And each medium is controlled by corresponding device controller. For example, the hard disk, as the user, you do not need to know what the rotation speed is and which sector and the tractor the information located, because operating system will take care of all this dirty works. So from user's eyes, we only see the files. So this is the major task of storage management. The other task of storage management is to provide file system management. So in your computer, you may want to better organize your files so that so when you need them, you can quickly find them out, right? So if you only have 3 or 4 files, so you can directly put them under the same location. However, in real world, you may have thousands of files. So in order for user to better organize the files, the computer system provide the concept of a directory. So you can put your files under different directories according to the categories. So for example, you may have a directory for your private files, and also have a directory for example, 423 course, and have other directories for other courses, etc. Right? So when you need the files, so you can quickly locate the files from the corresponding directories, and also on the same computer. So multiple users may be able to access it. So make the right user access the right file is also very important to protect the user's privacy. So all the aforementioned aspects have to be taken care of by the storage management. And also, the storage management provides numbers of operations for user convenience. So the user can create and delete files and directories as they need it. And also, the user has the primitives to manipulate files and the directories. So for example, you may want to change some files to read only so that other users, they cannot modify this file. And also for some system files, so you may hide it from normal users so that the normal user, they may not be able to mistakenly delete it or change it to ruin the entire operating system. And the storage management can also map files onto secondary storage, so with a logical view. So when you write a program or create a file, so you will not realize that so you program or the files are stored on the secondary storage because the operating system will hide those dirty details from you. And also sometimes, so due to some unexpected reason, the operating system may crash or the hard disk may be broken, right? So you will lose your important files or data. So therefore, the storage management provides you the ability to back up files onto the stable storage media, such as external hard disk or remote storage. So you can back up all the important files there. And when the unexpected problem happened, so you can still recover everything from them and back to normal. So here we just simply describe the operations of storage management. So in the later chapter, we will revisit these operations in a very detail.